Fait que je donnais les fleurs à lui.
Don't blink, it's your Wayne. Welcome to the show. That's the thing about because I'm having a wonderful day on this 8th October 2024. We are live on TikTok. We're about to eat dinner. You guys have been asking me to do this live a bit earlier, so here we are. We're doing it earlier. Again, hope you guys are having a wonderful time. I'm freaking hungry. We're eating some delicious. My mom made it. Some rice and meatballs. You can see very very normal portion because we're trying to lose weight and we're about to eat. So how's it going, people? How's it going on this Tuesday? Oh wow, those meatballs are freaking phenomenal. Look at the size of it. It is absolutely cold, but oh, we're still gonna go take my skateboard out. Because I'm telling you right now, beginning of November, let me show snow. How do I know? It's easy. It isn't normal. That's so quick. We have this cold. It's like the 8th of October. It's already 2 degrees outside. But at the end of the day, I love winter. I love winter. That's so good. So didn't go live yesterday because I was going to see my mom and just had to do it because I didn't see her in a while, you know. So she cooked this for me, so I had to go, you know. Oh, she can cook. My mom can cook. I'm very, very lucky. So today, I've been having kind of a weird sleep schedule, but very weird. So my day's almost done already, but we stream a lot of Borderlands 2. It was fun. It was really fun. Try if I'm eating. A lot of people don't like that, but hey, man's gotta eat. A man's gotta eat. Simple rice, meatballs. That's all you need, right? It's so weird how they were in the microwave for about the same amount of time, and this one, the rice got so hot. I mean, it didn't get hot. So it's kind of weird. It makes you wonder, why is it like that? You know? And then you realize that rice is mostly water, and that water is boiling. Just finished watching Don't Breathe. Really good. That's an amazing movie. The first one more than the second one, but still. Because again, for Halloween time, we're trying to watch 2 movies. 2 spooky movies every day. I think it's a good idea. I think it's something cool. And what we're trying to do, we're gonna finish this. I'm not gonna be alive for a while. I just wanted to say hi. And then we'll go out. I'm gonna finish Borderlands 2 streaming. Post a couple of videos. And we're done. To bed we go. I was hungry. It's not so much about starving, you know? It's about losing weight. I'm understanding this, I'm allowed to. This, I'm not allowed to. There you go. Let me know today. Some water. I'm trying to drink more water. I don't know. Do you guys know by any chance how much water you're supposed to drink in a day? Because some people say 1 liter, 2 liters, 4 liters every day. It's just confusing. You want to do good, right? You want to do good, but at the end of the day, you don't know. And so, like, my dude, appreciate you. I don't know the name, but I saw you before, so appreciate you, Shadow. What do you think about the new Sonic is coming out? There's gonna be a new Sonic soon. Holy crap. Wrong hole. Yeah. Dude said that too. Yeah, so some website said 2 liters, some website 3 liters, some website say 4. And I don't know. I know there's such a thing as water poisoning. Which is insane. Because you really have to drink a lot of water, knowing that the body is something, I think it's like 72% water. And having too much water it just sounds crazy to me. But I'm pretty sure that some people did. Then people are fasting in Ramadan. I don't know if people are allowed to drink water. Because technically water is... You're not really eating. Water is one of the only products out there with 0 calories. And because it's one of the only products out there with 0 calories, it's not like you're consuming something. You're drinking water instead of drinking something that is consumable. Right? There's the fact that water comes out of pipes. Water, real liquid, comes out of pipes. And liquid that you can consume. Not a lot of them. See? And that's why it's so different. You don't buy... Well, people pay for water, right? But you don't buy the tap water. You're gonna buy I don't know, 2 liters of Pepsi, 2 liters of Coke, and because you're buying them, this is a product. Is water considered a product? And the answer is, I don't know. The fact that you're consuming it's a bit weird because it's so different. For sure you can buy some water, but my issue with buying some water is, well, in Montreal at least. So in Montreal we had a like not a scandal. Scandal is what I'm looking for. I was gonna say crisis. That's crisis. We had a scandal where people were taking tap water and putting it in the bottled water. Because they were putting in the bottled water, they were charging a lot of money for that. But it was normal water. What's up? I'm gonna say Hiba, but I'm not sure. It might be Uda. I'm gonna keep on Iba, because I'm pretty sure it's Iba. How are you, Iba? Ça va bien? Comment ça va? Est-ce que j'ai raison? Est-ce que j'ai tort? Ça fait longtemps, là. Ça fait 1 mois et demi, 2 mois. Et je sens que j'ai eu le bon, là. Moi, je me sentais mal. Je me sentais mal, sinon. Ma frangine, ma ref. Comment vas-tu? C'est bien été l'école aujourd'hui? C'est une belle journée aujourd'hui. Je sais qu'il fait froid, puis je sais qu'il va pleuvoir, mais tu sais, en même temps, quand tu comprends que le mois prochain, il va y avoir de la neige, tu te dis shit. Shit, it's gonna be snow soon, you know? So you gotta enjoy the little things in life. And a cloudy day, it's a little thing, right? I don't need the sun, big sun. I don't need the every single rainbow. I got a picture of 2 rainbows together. And it was pretty freaking cool. It was really, really cool. So, yeah. But then it's funny because there's a person that sent me the picture of the 2 rainbow, right? And I was like, oh, that's really sweet of you. And I gave that person a shout out, and then it disappeared from the content, so... No, what's that about? But hey, some people are just gonna be there for shout out. Some people are just gonna be there for what you work for, you know? It's nuts because This morning I applied for a job, and I got a referral for that job. One of my good friends, Celine. If you saw the content, you kind of know her. She's not really in the content, not as much as Shao or yeah, somebody like Shao, my mom, my dad. She's not in the content as much, but she's a super good friend, and she's been my friend for years and years and years, almost a decade. And she was like, "Hey, are you still looking for a job?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not really looking. I'm more focused on making content, right?" Which is true. Eventually, I want to look for a job, but it's not now. It's not now, especially not in this. You know, if I had the chance between staying home the whole winter and the unemployment. So again, if I have to re-explain unemployment, it's a whole story. So basically, unemployment, right, is a program from the government that will say, hey, you work for a lot of years, you work for a lot of hours, and because of that, you're allowed to have some time in between job, which is considered like a break, right? The reason why they're so willing to give it is because you have to be fired. It has to be something that's out of your power. So, for example, I got fired. It's not my fault. I'm not gonna find a job tomorrow, right? If you quit, like, okay, well, it's your choice that you quit. So, there's specific thing, and mine are gonna cover me till February, and the winter finish in March. So, February, I would only have to wait for a month. Then we're gonna get some nicer weather. Because of that nicer weather, a lot of jobs that were closed are gonna open again. So it's definitely easier to find a job in March than to find a job in October, right? But then she was like, okay, well, guess what? We're looking for people, and I was like, okay. And listen, she doesn't ask for a lot. She's a really good friend, and she doesn't ask for a lot. So I was like, okay, let me check it out, and I got a referral, and now I have an interview. It's not confirmed. It's an interview for a formation, right? So it's nothing confirmed. But at the same time, it's kind of nuts because I was just talking about how people might use you for cloud, for fame, and I got this job. If I get this job, of course, it's thanks to her. So it's kind of the same thing, right? Now it's different. But is it really? Because if you were to push it, you would be like, okay, well, Ink, that person, she asked you if you wanted the job, right? She offered, and most of the shout out that I give, people don't ask me. There's a lot of people that ask me for shout out, but the shout out that I give, shout out that I film, most of the time it's not something that somebody asks me. So you're like, okay, well, it was my choice to give them a shout out, right? So if they disappear, or if they're not thankful, or not that you should be thankful, but if somebody does something for you, least you can do is like say, hey, thank you, or whatever, It's not obligatory, but it's appreciated, of course. And so yeah, so having this, saying this on one hand, but on the other hand, saying, yo, I got this job thanks to her. And it's a complicated thing. It's a really complicated thing. It's a really, really complicated thing, because you're like, in the one hand, you're like, hey, thank you. And on the other hand, you offered. And I saw my mom yesterday, and my mom, she was always like, yo, I did this for you, I did this for you, I did this for you. And she doesn't. My mom, she's old school, right? So she see me working hard for content creation, but she needs me to have like a normal job, like, for example, not a normal job, but I think if a lot of things are normal jobs, but she have to I have to have a more maybe not general, maybe not normal, but maybe conventional. Conventional is a good word. A more conventional job. So she doesn't really see it, and she wants me to work, right? Which is normal because she doesn't know how much unemployment, which is again the program I'm talking for, right? And so also for the employment, feel the need to specify, even if I did a video yesterday on not having to justify yourself. But with the unemployment, for example, with the schooling that I have, that's my choice. But with the schooling that I have, I wouldn't be able to find a really good job. What I could do is find a job that it would be minimum salary, right? And then the more you work, the better your salary is, the better everything is. You're slowly grinding and grinding and grinding. I mean, you get a promotion here, get a promotion there, get a promotion here. And at the end, you started the romance story of from a cashier to a manager, right? Now, is this gonna be my story? Probably not. Do I want it to be my story? Nah. But That would be the best case. So with content creation, I would be in a position where I'm like, dude, with the content creation, I would be in a position where I do whatever I want, right? And with the unemployment, if I was to find a job tomorrow, most of the job that I could find, most of the job would be at minimum salary, right? And there's nothing wrong with minimum salary job. There's nothing wrong with that. But with the unemployment, I make more per hours than I would do with a minimum salary job. And now you gotta ask yourself, I do want to work, but am I willing to take a pay cut? Am I willing to take a pay cut for doing more work? And to me, it's not a question of want. It's not a question of need. It's not a question of motivation. The math ain't mathin'. The math is not mathin'. And that's just the way it is. I don't want it to be that way, but that's the way it is. I don't think it's a normal system, but that's a system that we have. What am I supposed to do to change that, right? I'm just a human being. And I'm living in a system. I'm not going to change the system. I didn't create the system. I'm just living in it. And so the job that she offered me, it's a good job. It's a good paying job. But I wasn't supposed to go back to work now. My mom was just like, oh, I did this for you, I did this for you. And it's complicated. Should be very thankful that I have this opportunity, but then again, I didn't ask for it. But then it goes to show, and it goes to show like a really cool thing. And that really cool thing is, okay, well, something good happened to me. I didn't ask for it, but it did. Something happened to me. And is it a blessing or is it not a blessing? Should I be thankful for something that happened to me, even if I didn't ask for it? For example, tomorrow, I'm in the love of my life, right? Now, am I asking the world, am I asking some kind of higher power, asking destiny, am I asking fate, hey, can I meet this love of my life tomorrow? I'm not. If it happened, I'd be very grateful, but I'm not. So if it happened and I didn't ask for it, should I not be thankful for it, right? And then there's another category. This other category is something that people think that you need, but you didn't need. For example, my mom, she's very worried. My mom got me, she revamped my CV, which is I'm super grateful for, but I didn't ask her. And now I posted about, I want to say like 20 to 25 CV to a good place. So, okay, let's be honest here. Am I looking for a job right here, right now? No. Because I have more time, am I willing to go ahead and say, hey, I'm maybe not having the time, but I have the time technically. So I'll be finding a good job, and those are jobs that I know are gonna be, like possibly minimum salary, but I know there's hope for promotion. There's hope for raises. Talk about Starbucks. Starbucks has a really good system for employees and loyalty. If you look at Costco is the same thing. But these jobs, a lot of people understand that. A lot of people understand that Costco is a good job. A lot of people understand that Costco is a good job. So if they were to push forward Costco, right, they'd be like, okay, well, a lot of people will do it. So they have a bigger line of CV. If I have a shop, right, and I got 10 CV in front of me, I got choices. If the shop next to me have 2 CV and they need 2 people, it's an automatic. So Costco has a choice, and Costco, and that's I hope it doesn't sound like a elitist. I hope it doesn't sound like a monarchy, a societalist, or a system based on nobility. But there's a lot of people that are gonna be super experienced, super pay them so poor, right? But they come from another country, and they have diploma in X, Y, Z, and you're over here not having that diploma, and because they're from another country, they're not gonna be given the same opportunity for work as somebody would be born here. For example, I live in Lachine. So if I was to get my CV out for Lachine, people would see in the CV, holy shit, this guy is from Lachine. This guy lives in Lachine. So he lives close, which means that he's not necessarily a better worker, but he lives close, which means that if I need him, he's gonna come, right? And that's pretty much it. So places like that, you really have to put your CV out and get in. Just wait. I got this crazy story. I was working for a coffee shop called Second Cop. Second Cop is the lesser popular cousin of Starbucks. It's a bit more popular than Tim Horton, but barely. You know what? I'm gonna say it's neck and neck with Tim Horton. It's not really neck and neck. It's not really neck and neck because Tim Horton have access. Okay, so Tim Horton is franchised, has access to that franchise. So Tim Horton is gonna have 30 shops of Tim Horton, which you would think would work better. However, Second Cup is gonna have 20 store compared to 30 of Tim Horton, but they're gonna pull out the same amount of cash because Second Cup is quality coffee. If you're Canadian, you're gonna know what I mean. If you're not, it's okay. But so Tim Horton, what I'm saying is cheap coffee. Tim Horton is actually their Tim Horton is actually Tim Tim Horton. They have good product, but the main focus of Tim Horton, and that's true. You can check it out, no problem. The main focus of Tim Horton is you're gonna find them close to highway. You're not gonna find a lot of Tim Horton in the middle of a city. You're not gonna find a lot of Tim Hortons next to McDonald's. They're gonna be closer to the highway, and the reason for that is very simple. The reason for that is because they want truckers, they want people with cars, and to go to their store. And it's tough because Tim Horton can have. I'm not gonna say they have good coffee. They have good coffee and they have good donuts. They do. The problem with Timmy, and I'm being completely honest from a Canadian standpoint, the problem with Timmy is although some of their products are very good, some of the products are disgusting. Their coffee, amazing. Their donuts, amazing. But if you go, I don't know, for a soup, not the best thing ever. If you go for a sandwich, it's not the best thing ever. You understand? So for Tim Horton, they do have, and people want to go to Tim Horton, they just want to have a coffee, quick, fast, cheap. That's the model of Tim Horton, quick, fast, cheap. Versus Second Cup, which is acting more like a Starbucks. You're going there for the experience, and it's a coffee shop, and it's minimum salary. And I gave my CV. That was before PCT, so we're talking about 2016, 2017, and 2016 more so. And I gave my CV out. I want to say in possibly January, possibly February, and I got called back on. I want to say maybe August, September. Yeah, and it's a normal job. So the reason for that is because it's a good job. It's a good normal job, but it's a good job. So people are gonna be recognizing that this place does have a good future. It's not necessarily like when you're looking for a job. At least my opinion, you're not necessarily looking for something short term. And also at the times I have to choose, So yeah, so it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But listen, if it works, it works. Now, to come back to the gratefulness, like it's such a weird thing. The gratefulness is such a weird thing, because you're in a position of I'm grateful because you did something, or with some people they're gonna do a pick, like a friend of yours, right? You're gonna go to on a trip, right? And they're house sitting for you. And as a gift, they're remodeling their house. They're remodeling the house. And when you come back, they say, "Oh, you don't like the house that I rebuild?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't ask you to rebuild." My father would come here. My father would come here because there was a time where there was a lot of expectation from home. Now I live in a fucking slum. But there was a time where they took care of that slum, and my father had to go because I was working, and my father took the habit of, I think it was out of boredom, of cleaning the house, of rearranging. My father is really, really neat. I like to think that I'm kind of neat, to a level where I can live and be comfortable, but it's not a obsession, right? My father took the habit of putting things in different places. So I would be in my home, and I wouldn't know where things are, and it would be like, oh, yo, this is where you are, and you call your own dad, say, Dad, where's the toilet paper? It's like, oh, where do you think it is? And they walk in. No, it's supposed to be in the toilet. And then I got mad at him because he was moving stuff, and I said, don't move stuff. And then he called me ungrateful for not being thankful that he helped. So yeah, kind of shitty. But yeah, gratefulness is a bit weird. What's up? Hey, je me rappelle plus, c'est Iba, right? Ça fait trop longtemps, il y a trop de Iba, de Huda, mais je suis sûr que c'est Iba. Je suis sûr à 100%. Puis c'est pas grave la connexion, là, je comprends. C'est pas problème, là. C'est pas obligé. T'as dit allô, je suis très reconnaissant de toi. Puis j'espère que tu vas bien, j'espère que l'école va bien, j'espère que c'est pas trop difficile, j'espère que c'est pas trop la flemme. Puis ouais, je suis content de te voir, je suis content de te parler. Ça fait longtemps, là. Ça fait quoi? Ça fait 2, 3 mois? Ouais, puis c'est l'été, c'est pendant les vacances. Ça fait longtemps, là. Comment toi tu vas? Tu vas bien? Connexion? Shit! Fait que ouais, so my father, and he's a really cool guy. So for example, my mom, yesterday when I meet her, and I love my mom. That's not a question. But my mom yesterday, she was like, oh, I did this for you, I did this for you, I did this for you. I'm like, I never asked you. And maybe that's ungrateful. Maybe that's being ungrateful. I don't know. But what I do know is when I have to go because it's 30, and because it's 30, I absolutely have to. Not absolutely have it. I would love to go out on my skateboard and just chill a little bit. Anywho, I love you guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys real soon. Peace. Thank you so much for being here. Un gros merci à Iba. It's pretty much the only person that talked today. So thank you, Iba. You're a sweetheart. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Peace.